Hi, PowerShell community, and welcome our guests today. We have two guests, Jan Oehen and Ryan Bartram. Both are from Switzerland and both work at the same company named Worxspace, also in Switzerland. You two are one of the 40 plus speakers of the upcoming PowerShell Conference Europe, which takes place in the beautiful country of Austria. Ryan and Jan, thank you very much for your time. Would you please introduce yourself to the community so we get a better idea of who you are and what you do? And as we have two speakers, we start with Jan, if that is okay.
Sure. Thanks for having us. So my name is Jan Oehen. I work at Worxspace, as you said, in Switzerland. We're mostly focusing on cloud and automation, and as you'd figure for PowerShell, right? And this is going to be, I think, my second time speaking only.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm real excited.
Okay. So Ryan, what about you?
Great. Yeah. So as Jan's mentioned, we are cloud first company. So I'm certified in a couple of different areas in Microsoft. I'm also a Microsoft trainer. Yeah, and I've been using PowerShell for a long time. I've spoke at PowerShell conference Europe once before, and yeah, I've spoken at a couple of different places, and I'm looking forward to get back into it now after the COVID break. So yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Me also. So looking forward to see all the persons in person and to talk and shake hands or do fist bumps, whatever.
Yeah.
So let's talk about your sessions at the PowerShell conference. So Jan, your single session is Let's Reinvent CLIs One Last Time, kinda. And the session you both have is the best infrastructure as a code tool in the world, in my opinion. So would you please tell us a little bit about your sessions? Maybe don't tell us the best infrastructure code tool, so that's maybe the surprise for the conference. So just tell us a little bit about your sessions and why should the attendee visit your sessions?
Sure. I'll start with my one. Maybe the other one should have been called in our opinion, not in my opinion. Whatever. So the thing with CLIs, right? So as we are all PowerShell people, we usually live in the command line somewhere in a terminal, and we're in touch with many different CLIs, like, I don't know, kubectl or Helm or whatever else. And usually there's always these tiny little difference between them that just don't make sense from the get-go. So apparently I'm not the only one who thought that. And the PowerShell guys invented a product called Crescendo. And that enables us to kind of wrap these. I don't really want to say wrap because CLI wrappers always have that bad tone. But it essentially wraps these CLIs in a fairly simple way and offers us a couple of cool options. And that's all I'm going to give away for this one.
Okay. And the second one, the infrastructure as a code tool in the.
Yeah, so so without giving away, I think I can talk about it without giving it away because it will be demoed. But basically, yeah, I mean, there's a ton of different infrastructure as code tools. So the ones that people will be familiar with are like ARM, for example, or Bicep is like the newer version. And then we've got Terraform, which is like very big that everyone's using. Pulumi is another one, and for these tools, they're quite difficult for new people to get on board. ARM is very verbose. Bicep tries to resolve this problem. ARM is quite. Terraform is quite nice, but it's got some syntactical weirdness, especially for PowerShell people. They're used to just using for each loops in a different way. And Pulumi has a similar method, but it uses its own. People can use their own languages. So basically, what Jan and I did was we wrote a PowerShell interpreter for Pulumi. So that's the big reveal, and we're going to demo it to you guys on that day. And basically, if you are thinking about getting into infrastructure as code, and you think Terraform's a little bit too scary, or you don't like ARM, or you think ARM is too limiting because it only addresses Azure, for example, then if you come to the session, we will show you how you can use PowerShell, the language you already know and love, how to do, and basically you can use that to do all of the things that you can do with Terraform and ARM.
Okay, sounds interesting. So what I've seen on your profiles and also what you described here, you do a lot of automation. What was the coolest or maybe the strangest or the funniest thing you automated primarily with PowerShell. So maybe also in maybe you do home automation with PowerShell, or maybe you have a cool customer project. So what was the most remarkable or coolest thing you did automation with PowerShell?
I'll let you go first.
Coolest thing I've done with PowerShell. Maybe that's not even full automation, because usually there's NDAs involved, right? So, but we built a module a couple of years ago to fly a DJI Telodrone. So tiny little drone.
Yeah.
Had a Wi-Fi interface with a fairly simple API, and we built a simple PowerShell module with PS readline to track the keyboard buttons.
Okay.
And then you could just fly around and do flips, and it was quite fun. It's open source and it's on PowerShell Gallery, so free for everyone to use.
Okay, that's cool. Okay. So
we also did a demo with a quick crash, because I added the emergency stop to the escape button and didn't think about it, so then just stopped all propellers and just crashed down.
It crashed down. Okay, that's not good.
Yeah.
So the PowerShell conference will be in Austria. So as you both are in Switzerland, live in Switzerland, I assume that you have been in Austria before, so it will not be your first visit. But when you think about Austria, what is typical for Austria in your opinion? What comes in your mind when you think about Austria?
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah.
Exactly. I've never been, so I'll let you go first.
Yeah, I call typical. I mean, I've been skiing like in the east of Austria a couple of times. So for me, that's me going to Austria. I've also been to Vienna once. And I thought that was a beautiful city. We went to like the palace of like the Habsburgs and stuff, and that was amazing. So yeah, I don't know what I would call stereotypical, but all I know is that it's a beautiful country, and yeah, now that I can speak the language, I can enjoy it that much more.
Yeah. Okay. So do you plan to stay long in Austria or just for the conference?
Yeah, I think right now I think we're probably just gonna stick around for like maybe a long weekend. We're not gonna make like a 2-week thing out of it, but yeah, I think we'll probably stick around for like a longer weekend. Yeah.
So will you bring your family with you or alone?
I won't be bringing my family. I think Jan, I don't know. I think your girlfriend says she wants to come. She wants to come.
Yeah, it's a bit of a discussion. We're gonna have to discuss about that. But probably, yeah.
So it's not decided yet.
No.
Okay. So the last question for today, and you both need to answer. What is your favorite PowerShell commandlet and your favorite PowerShell module? Or maybe that one you use on a regular basis or something like this.
That's a good one.
Favorite module. Favorite command is easy for me. I like get command. That's one I definitely use most. Get command with all its parameters.
Yeah.
And module, maybe let's go for your commandlet.
I'm not sure if this is it's not my favorite one, but this sort of ties into the previous question you answered. Like pretty much every day we want to decide what to have to lunch, we use get random.
Right.
So we say get random, and then we list out a ton of restaurants, and then PowerShell decides what we eat for lunch. And I use that for a lot of different things. But the best command, I mean, maybe it's a bit cheesy, but I don't know. Maybe like start DSC configuration. I like a lot of DSC, so start DSC configuration is a cool one.
Okay.
And modules. I think burnt toast is pretty cool, but I've not used it in a while.
Yeah.
Like I mean, I feel like I'm just going to sort of like the very stereotypical ones, but like the AZ modules, the Pesta module. I'm just trying to think of an obscure one. Like one that I worked on, which we used quite heavily in a project, was Datum.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Datum's a cool one. Yeah. So yeah, yeah. I'm probably there's some other ones that I've like missed out, like key glaring ones. Now I can think of so many, but yeah, I mean those can be my three. The ones I use the most often: the AZ modules, Pesta, and Datum was one I used quite a lot.
Okay. Yeah, you want to mention something?
I just thought of Crescendo, of course, the one I'm going to present. So yeah, it is pretty cool.
Okay. Jan, Ryan, thank you very much for your time. Any last words to the community?
Well, yeah, thank you for having us, and hope to see many people in our session.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
we're quite excited and looking forward to it.
Okay.
yeah. Looking forward
Thanks.
to some Austrian hospitality, and yeah, and hope you can all come down and learn something from us and all of the other speakers at the conference.
Yeah. Okay. So thanks again. Looking forward to meet you in person in June, and enjoy your day. Bye bye.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Cheers, bye.